Hello, my name is Francis Medvedek. I'm Principal Technology Analyst with AutoSens. You are watching AutoSens Insights, and today we have with us Javier Salado. He is the Senior Technology Product Manager at Anyverse. Welcome, Javier.
Thank you, Francis, for having us.
So, in our discussions today, could you describe a little bit about your platform in relation to autonomous driving and developers working with data toward developing such systems?
Sure. Yeah, simply put, basically Anyverse is a synthetic data generation platform for computer vision, and in particular for the use case of autonomous vehicles. We provide data so our customers can train the artificial intelligence models that are typically behind the scenes making decisions for their perception systems. So we can create all kinds of data to the thousands and thousands of images that these systems need to be trained.
So, okay, so you deal with the data and you generate data and so that the systems can be trained. And I suppose that you take very diverse types of data to simulate all types of situations or typical situations that the vehicle may be encountering.
Exactly. We can simulate in-cabin situations to monitor drivers and passengers of the cars. This is a use case that we are lately finding a lot out there, demand for it. Then we can generate all kinds of images for cameras that are rigged outside the car. We can simulate different rigging of cameras, not just one simple camera, as many cameras as the perception systems require to have data for. We can simulate all those cameras, and even LiDAR. Many of these autonomous vehicle systems require LiDAR information, point cloud information, and we can provide that too, along with the RGB cameras, and have a complete data set of everything that the customers need. It's very challenging these days to get overall different type of different data situations on the road. We can cope with corner cases that are not very typically found if you try to get your data from the real world, and that is something that our platform can help you accomplish as well.
So then, would you say that your secret sauce, or what's unique about Anyverse, is your ability to deliver exotic, difficult to encounter data and serve all types of sensor, whether it's a radar or a LiDAR or a camera or whatever it may be?
Yeah, basically that's one of our strengths, that the ability to recreate the world that the customers may need, that they cannot find easily in the real world, what we call corner cases or edge cases. And at the same time, we are multi-sensor. As you said, we're not covering radar today, but we do cover LiDAR, different types of LiDAR, either mechanical or solid state, and all kinds of RGB sensors. And in fact, one of our differentiators is that we can very faithfully simulate any camera sensor, given all the specifications from the manufacturer. And this is key because we can generate very faithful images, very close to the ones that you would get if you will use the cameras in the real world. And that's very important for the deep learning systems, because they are I can't come with a word right now, very sensitive to the different parameters of the sensors. And if you need to train your deep learning algorithms or models for a specific camera, you can do it simulating the data. You don't have to rig the cars, go out there, get the data, and then train. And if it doesn't work well, then you have to do it again. With Anyverse, you can simulate all that. You don't even have to leave your premises. And the kind of data that you will generate will be very accurate for the training of the systems.
Okay, so as I understand it correctly, then you can accommodate a wide variety and a type of sensor coming in, and you process the system will process this data, and it will send signals going out to the autonomous system, the driver, whatever it may be. How do you handle that end? I see how you deal with what incoming. What do you produce going out? Do you reflect that back into the system that needs to be connected with these sensors in the final design?
Actually, we work with our customers during the development of the perception systems.
Okay.
So we generate images or video based on a scene that we generate synthetically in a 3D model. It's like 3D images, like the ones you have in games, but we render these images with our own render engine that is physically correct, meaning that it treats light very accurately, taking into account all physical phenomena that it's going on when the light bounces in the different objects that we have put in the scene, namely cars, trees, pedestrians, motorcycles, the road itself, buildings. So we build this scene, and with our render generate images that simulate what the camera sensor will capture if you were in the real world. Okay, and then these images are used to train the perception system. And we can generate thousands and thousands of these images with complete variability in the environment. So we can generate those corner cases that I mentioned before, or we can generate, for example, images under different weather conditions. So you don't have to wait until it rains. So you go out with your car to gather images under the rain, so your perception system can differentiate from sunny day to rainy day. We can do that all in the lab. Okay, so in fact, then you can save the system developer a lot of time, because if they want a rainy day, they don't have to go out or wait for rain or do a rain dance or whatever. They come to you and you say, no problem, we've got it for you. That's correct. Do you need rain? How much rain do you want? Just a drizzle, or do you want heavy rain? We can do whatever it's required, mostly for the perception system to learn how to differentiate different scenes when it goes to production. Well, so then what else do you have in the pipeline? You talk about the things you do special. Do you have any other tricks you'd like to not especially reveal, but at least inform us about? What do you mean in the pipeline? Like moving forward, new features that we're planning? We talked about rain, and I suppose you can do fog and vibration. Yeah, we can do fog. We can do all kinds of different lightning scenarios. We can, our physical sky simulates the sun at different times of day. We can even do it at different places in the world. So 3 in the afternoon does not have the same light if you are at the equator, or you are in Madrid, or if you are in Frankfurt in Germany. So we can simulate all that. So you can recreate the real world and generate the type of images that your your perception system may need to be more accurate.
So then that's all great. It sounds very good. How do you work with your clients? You said you operate in a collaborative space. How does that happen between, say, the system integrator or the system designer
Right.
or builder and what you do? How does this interchange or this information flow? Or
Yeah, since the beginning of the company, we've been working with customers hand in hand. From the beginning, what we've been doing with our customers is to deliver data sets. They would describe what they need, what is the problem they're trying to solve with their perception system, the kind of data that we need, the kind of variability they need in that data, the total amount of data that they need, and we would generate those data sets for them using our platform. Today, we have put the platform in the hands of our customers so they can start to use it directly to generate their own data sets. So it's, as you said, it's always been very collaborative. So we've learned a lot from delivering those data sets to the different customers. So we have been able to develop the platform to meet the needs of all those customers and the customers in the future.
so a customer is using your system, but he's also testing his equipment or in products in real life as well. So he has real data and he has simulations. How do you deal with that? How are these two integrated or combined or feed on each other?
Yeah, I mean, real data, I think it's still very important for the perception systems. Typically, our customers won't rely 100% only on synthetic data produced by our platform. They will use real world data, mostly for testing. I mean, at the end of the day, what the perception system is going to get are images from the real world. So they have to make sure that the system works with real data. The thing is that training only with real data, it's very costly and it takes a long time. What Anyverse brings to the table is to reduce that time and cost to generate thousands and thousands of images so you can train your model. At the same time, you can use a portion of your real world data to help the training as well. But the combination is what brings a lot of value to the table, because you can reduce the development of the perception, the development life cycle of the perception systems, the cost of training, and then make it very accurate, complementing with real world images, and then finally testing with real world images, because at the end of the day, it's what the system needs to do, make sure that it recognizes the real world.
Great. So I imagine a developer goes out there and he's doing something with a vehicle and something happens. Oh gosh, we never encountered that before. And he can come to you and say, well, here's the situation. We need to simulate that sunrise, sunset, rain, fog, snow, heavy vibration, dust, and you can provide that for him.
Exactly. Any gap that they can find in the accuracy of the perception system, because it may be biased to something, or it may lack some training, it doesn't recognize some situation that they didn't account for, or they didn't have enough data to train with. We can loop back, generate that, and do some transfer training on the model, so they can it can start recognizing that situation. And actually, that is something that we're planning for the future, to be more integrated in that closed loop with the customers, so we can get feedback directly from the performance of those systems, of their perception systems, and generate the right data that may be missing.
What else do you have in store for the future of Anywhere?
Continuous collaboration with customers to produce more features that can help our customers be more efficient and reduce the development life cycle of perception systems. Something we have in mind, it's to be able to generate scenes programmatically based on just the description of that scene, the road or the buildings that are around it, the number of people that you want to have there. Just with a description of that, be able to generate that scene and then apply variability programmatically to it, so you can generate thousands of images based on just a description.
Very good. So do you see a big expansion of your business going forward, or are you looking actively for more customers and clients, or are you rather perfecting the technology, bringing it to the next level?
We are doing everything at the same time. We need our customers to fuel our technology. We are technologists. We know we are experts in what we do, but we want to do everything that will be valuable for the people who's going to be using it. And for that, we need customers, and we are actively gathering more customers and finding new ways to collaborate with them.
So then that's what you'll be doing in Brussels coming up soon.
Exactly. We're going to be attending the AutoSens conference in Brussels in September. And we hope to meet as many customers as possible and be able to show them live what our platform is capable to do, and hopefully collaborate with them in the future.
Very good. Well, we look forward to your presence and further discussions face-to-face. Today, ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching AutoSens Insights. We've been speaking with Javier Salado. He's Senior Technology Product Manager at Anyverse. You can find this video in the YouTube on our channel, or search for us anywhere in the internet. You'll certainly come up with AutoSens. Have a nice day.